Mark Schnurr, Justin Porterfield, Claire Aubrey have the whistles tonight. And off we go from JPJ in game number 2 of the 25-26 season.
On something they did very well on Monday night.
22 offensive rebounds, the most in 10 years for this program, believe it or not. Timer at 5 here. Hall, skip past Thomas, elevates. Here's another O-board. Thomas, who averaged about 20 points per game at San Francisco last season, a prized recruit out of the portal. Here's Thijs De Ridder, 3-ball, yes sir! He played with Bilbao Basket last year, and he shot 39% from 3 as a role player, trying to take a bigger role here with the Who's. Post ISO, and a kick out.
There's the passing skill.
Lewis, 3-ball. Inside, Cavs get it to go. Thomas is on the board.
Yeah, had 40 in a game.
Johnson rejected inside by Onyenso, who had 4 blocks in the opener. Now Mallory, the freshman from Charlottesville. It's a White 3.
Numbers.
Feed it inside. De Ridder scans. Double arrives. Back out to Thomas. White, don't leave him open. Oh, he banks it in. How'd he do it?
Done is.
Open shooter, Hall. You bet.
Thank you, Jakari White. Drive it to the rim.
White drives, attracts a lot of eyeballs, and finds Hall. Onyenso squeezes the board. Whistle and 1. At Lenovo Center, as NC State had its first sellout on an opening night since 1999. Onyenso got a piece of that.
Central with a little zone now.
Onyenso finishes.
Post to post, 7-footer to 7-footer, right?
Gunloh feeds. White scampers into the lane, flips it up. Onyenso, no, padding his stats.
Finish defense, limiting attempts to the free throw line.
Lattimore from deep.
Yeah, we mentioned that he can really shoot the basketball.
Elijah Gertrude is in. He's got the ball at the top. Hall, blow by the defender. Bank shot doesn't go, and Gunloh just smacks it in.
He is capable of. That's the De Ridder that we'll see the rest of the year.
And some project him as a top 5 player in this conference. So he's going to do some special things here with UVA.
In November and December. By anybody. Not talking about UVA or North Carolina Central or Rider. Anybody. It's going to take a while to get these rosters assimilated.
Oh, Gunloh just spanking the shots. 12 inches taller than the opposing guard, Deontay Johnson. Cavaliers find an open shooter once again. Thomas Nylon. In years past, they really appreciate the time that they get with him.
He really is a life coach. Great player, great coach, but way more than that.
And look, he understands where NC Central is in terms of the mix across the country. But he wants to coach guys who are eager to improve and eager to win, as that one's banked in by Carvey. Not kidding you, that's what he said before the game. Wide open 3? Yes. Lattimore.
Nice, and just like Virginia on the other end, if you got the post up going.
Takeo Carpenter is now in for NC Central, 5 in the maroon. Coming over from Austin P, averaged 4 a game last year. Carvey stifled inside. Timer at 7 here. It's a 3. That's way too strong from Johnson. It's an offensive rebound. All right, here's Carvey. He's going to work against Onyenso, but Ugonna has the answer. NC State on opening night against him tied the school record, 19 threes on 40 tries. Johnson, jumper, yes.
Really nice execution.
And I know they don't score there, but that's got to be an encouraging sign for Coach.
Oh, it was a good possession despite the final result.
Inside and a jam. Oh, Rogro.
Carvey played well Monday. He was playing well again tonight. From long range, assisting on the 3. Got to get it in there.
Hall now penetrates, fumbles the ball, regains and finds Thomas. Good defense inside from Carvey, didn't matter. Carvey. Corey gets a step on Ugonna. And De Ridder tight-roping the baseline, secures possession, fires it away. Here's Thomas, a tray.
You see the three-point shot. You see the block out over there. And a little extra, taking Onyenso to the floor.
Well, Ryan Odom, you heard him earlier say after the last game he wants his team to get into later clock situations defensively. Carpenter's got it, lasers it ahead, 5 seconds to go. In and out dribble, Johnson to the rack, layup doesn't go. Carvey sticks it back in as the horn sounds.
Corey Carvey. It was a good play by De Ridder. He switched and knocked that ball loose. It was going to be a layup otherwise. And we start the second half just like we started the game with a block shot by Gunloh. He and Anienzo, they are quite the rim protector. And they played together some in the first half.
Yeah. Lattimore on the pullback. Got it.
Nice play. Created a little space. Oh, yeah. And again, we talked about the fact that you're not going to play for Ryan Odom unless you play defense. You also must share the basketball.
Thomas climbs the ladder for the board. Malik feeds. De Ridder fakes. Test stepping in and scoring.
With the left hand. Davis, the transfer from West Georgia.
Averaged 10 a game there last year.
Yeah, they've made the transition from junior college to Division II to Division I.
Rapidly. Gunloh flush. 13 assists on 17 made baskets from UVA tonight.
Good job by Hall right there, making Lattimore give the ball up.
Hall's got another 5 assists tonight. Same total against Ryder. Gunloh running the floor here. It's De Ridder getting it back and slamming it in.
Throw it ahead. He waits on De Ridder. Need him on a regular basis, but more than that, he can adjust to the American game more than the international game. This helps him get ready for the NBA. The NBA and college are not identical. It's a common foul. Basketball play. Move on.
All right, we will. Zone defense here from NC Central out of the timeout. Ja'Kari White jacks it up and in.
Nice play by Hall.
And the rebound inside. Justin Edwards in the game, played just 3 minutes against NC State. Lattimore, another 3. It's over to Mallory and now Thomas. Beaming down to the block. Thomas halts and kicks. Mallory tries and makes. You look the same, by the way, haven't changed. Gertrude to the rim.
Yeah, neither is Gertrude. The explosion right there after missing last season.
Wants to deliver some punishment of his own. Skip
nice
pass. De Ridder.
Nice play. Hall again.
Carvey. Oh my goodness. Gunloh is an eraser. Virginia now 10 for 14 at the line tonight. Pull up Trey. Lattimore using the quick offense mentality. Floated ahead now. Davis playing with the 4 fouls. Rocking the rim. You know, Mac, I'm curious your thoughts here. You know, some fans of high major teams would say, you're playing these games against, opponents out of the MEAC. Like, why are you doing it?
But you still have to penetrate some way on the pass or the dribble.
Thomas turnarounds.
That was off the dribble, by the way.
Yes, it was. All right, here's Thomas jetting into the front court. Sam Lewis back in for a 3.
Thomas said, I can score, but I can also help our team score.
It's had a nice all-around game tonight. Remember, he missed his first 3 shots tonight. Bounced back nicely. Anienzo commits the foul. And one here.
What a nice play. Protected the basketball. And he's enjoying that right.
Matching his total from the NC State game. Thomas flipping it over his head. Knocked down here from Johnson. Lead Carvey. Big time jam. In the opener against NC State. They are fighting here. Yes, they're down by a sizable margin, but they get a dunk in transition. Corey. Shot clock here in single figures. Ja'Kari White, the penetration in the feed. Lewis 3.
So unselfish.
Lattimore to the rim. Too strong. Went off the foot of Thomas. Back to the Eagles. Shot clock does not reset here. Davis soaring and scoring.
Yeah, that was very alert on his part.
Getting ahead of yourself. A little antsy. Yeah. It's all right.
Math has never been as strong.
All right. Lattimore around the screen. Pull up 3.
He's going to be a beast in the league.
Thomas, a tray that doesn't go. Tipped up for De Ridder. Sees 2, kicks it out. Mallory with so much space.
Such a good-looking shot. Is going up tonight. 42% from three-point land after struggling a little bit the other night. And that's a direct result of the inside presence.
Transition basketball here. Davis has played it for a while now with 4 fouls. Here's Carvey collecting the board, faking, and boy, shot fakes are so important when going up against a guy like Anienzo.
On to something.
Smart cookies. Virginia massaging the clock now. Mallory the lob. Yenso tearing down the rim.
They got it this time. Penetration against the zone. They have to come help.
Couple of points in the last minute 13 against Ryder. Carrere, Odom. Crowd's going to go nuts if he hits this. Roberts, tip back, Carrere, yes. Now Virginia hitting 80 points, something that this crowd is not really accustomed to, but it is a new norm for UVA. And the Cavaliers will salt off the remaining time in game number 2 of the 25-26 season, picking up a dub over NC Central, 81-62.
Really solid performance.